everybody, welcome back to SubscriptionFixPops. I'm Lexi.
I'm Logan.
And we are happy you're here.
Yes.
And today we are doing our 2024 Grail wants.
Yes. So this video was inspired by JeremyCollects. And then Big City Pops did one after that as well. Yep. I think she said in her video she was inspired by Jeremy's video.
Yeah.
So I will link it down below. And so, yeah. Basically, what we're doing is we didn't do it at the beginning of the year like they did, so we're late to the game. So we're not doing like massive grails. These are like mid-range ones that we think we could possibly achieve at least one or two out of each list.
For yourself.
Well,
big number.
Yeah, hers are big number. Mine are more mid-range.
Yeah.
And so the goal of this is to, possibly hit some of these before the end of the year. Because in the Funko collecting community or any collecting community, the problem that you have is you end up getting not really FOMO, but new stuff comes out and you collect that new thing, or you get these mystery boxes and you're like, oh, I want to start that line, and that just keeps happening, and then you end up with your older lines that you almost forget about.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of the ones that are on my list, I'm 1 or 2 pops away.
Yeah. And
I've been 1 or 2 pops away for a year or more. And she laughed at the value of one of my pops because it's under $15. And that's the last one I needed to complete the basic set. And I'm a completionist, so that was crazy.
Yeah. I was like, we're literally purchasing that.
Yeah, so we're probably going to buy it tomorrow before this video even comes out. So that's what's funny. I'll end up putting a text down below if I end up purchasing it yet or not.
Purchased this already.
Yeah. There's some sets that I did already complete. I don't know what it's officially from. I think it's Thor, Dark World, maybe. That Odin, Lady Sif, Loki, and Heimdall set. I finally completed that one after a year or more.
Yeah.
When all those pops were under like 20 or 30 bucks. Just because you forget in the collecting world. So this is kind of your reminder to set those goals and have a checklist.
Yeah.
I want to collect this pop, I want to collect this pop, I want to collect, and then check them off. So we actually wrote them all down, and we're going to keep this list, and we're going to check them off as we go.
Yep.
One of the last videos for the year we're going to do is we're going to come back to this list and see what we actually got.
Yeah.
So that's what our goal is. So Lex is going to start off by listing, we're going to list them, the first one we list is number 5 through 1. 5 is our most least desirable. They're all desirable, but that's the one that we're after the least.
Yeah.
Make sense? All right, we're going to roll with it.
Yep. So my first one is the OG Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. As many of you probably already know, I have a huge Attack on Titan collection, and there are what seems like a million pops of that. I collect anything from like the deluxe pops, the moments, the scenes, everything with Attack on Titan, but I don't have any from the 20s, which is the OG set. So Eren Yeager is going to be my number 1 because he's the main character, depending on who you are, and then the rest of them as well. Next,
he's of right now. We're going to mention the PVG as well.
Sorry.
As of right now, he's $65, and I'm also going to be throwing up pictures of as we're talking, like from HobbyDB, of what each pop is, so what we're talking about. So he's $65 as of recording.
Yep. My next one is Jules from Pulp Fiction. If you haven't watched our most recent Just Poppin' In stream, we actually talked about this a little bit. I would love any of the Pulp Fiction pops just because I love Quentin Tarantino. So Jules or the Mia one, but right now Jules is sitting at $85, so not super expensive, but it's a pretty decent size Grail for that one, and the rest of them are like 100 plus. So my next one is the 3-pack for the Sailor Moon. I believe it's the only 3-pack that they've made in the Sailor Moon line. I hope to be complete by the end of 2024 or at the very beginning, like the first 2 months of 2025. It is my absolute favorite collection that I collect, and that one's sitting at $80, so it's pretty doable.
Yeah, and a lot of them on we didn't think about this before, and we should have went 1-on-1, but that's beside the point. At the end of the year we'll do that, but a lot of the 3-packs that are on eBay and stuff like that are going for about $60.
Yeah.
So even under the 80 mark, so we might be able to get that one cheaper.
Yep. My second to last one is another Sailor Moon pop. It is Sailor V. The con sticker, which is the one I want the most, is $155. Ooh. And then the shared sticker is $65. So I'll probably end up with a shared sticker, but if I can get the con sticker for a steal and deal, I'm gonna snag that one. And then my last one, if you can guess, is Sailor Moon again. This is probably one of the pricier ones. It's Black Lady, and the con sticker is at $220.
No, she didn't write down the shared sticker. Just con.
Yeah, because that's the one that I want the con sticker the most for. And I'm gonna stick with that. So $220. That's my most desirable one. So,
all right. And so my list, we'll do our honorable mentions at the end.
Yeah.
My list is, all right. So my number one is, or number 5 to start off, is any of the Scooby-Doo NFTs. So Scooby-Doo is one of my massive collections. We have not yet dipped our toes into the NFT game as far as doing them from drop. JeremyCollects was nice enough to kind of show us a few things with drop. So I think we're going to start trying. I think the Cartoon Network drop will be my first one I try, depending on what the pops are. Mm-hmm. But any of the Scooby-Doo NFTs, I prefer Wave 1 to start with, and then Wave 2. But honestly, I'll take any of them.
Yeah.
So I don't have a price for those, just because. Mm-hmm. My next one is from Halo. It's Sergeant Johnson, specifically the Chase. I believe he's the 9th pop in the line. I'll have a picture of him right here while we're talking. But the Chase, he's got the cigar. If anybody's played Halo, he's very iconic for that. He gets on the gun, got the cigar. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. Anyways, he's coming in at $35. So very reasonable. Mm-hmm. You know, it's my list. Very reasonable. Achievable.
Mine is too.
Yeah. $220.
Yeah.
My next one is the one that we were talking and joking about at the beginning of the video. It's the kind of the last one I need for the just base set of Hercules. It is Baby Pegasus, specifically the 2018 box, because all my Hercules pops are the 2018 boxes and I'm OCD. But he's coming in at $13. That's the last one I need for that set.
Let's let that sit in. $13?
I just forgot. I literally look at that Hercules set all the time, and I just forgot.
Every day?
It's in our living room, and it's right beside our couch, and I just forgot.
So, we'll be purchasing that.
Yep. My second on my list, I guess, at this point, of wants, is from the Supernatural line. It's old Bobby Singer. Singer Salvage. Yeah. Specifically, the Hot Topic pre-release version. It's coming in at $80. Mm-hmm. The regular version is $60. But if I could, I'd get the Bobby Singer, the pre-release Hot Topic. I love Bobby Singer. There's only like really 2 or 3 pops from the Supernatural line that's like the base set that I don't have. The reason I say that is because there's variants of like Sam and Dean where they're in like their FBI suits, but that's still number 93 and 94 in the set. And their Castiel has like 2 or 3 variations, but he's still the same box number. So I want to finish that like base set first, and then I want to go after like Sam and Dean in their FBI suits, and then they're like metallic versions that are like iconic, so on and so on. Mm-hmm. All right, my number one want for the year. So after I guess we purchased Baby Pegasus, we'll be going after the OG Scooby-Doo set. Mm-hmm. So I do have the flocked Scooby-Doo from, I think, was it Gemini?
It's a Gemini exclusive.
Yeah, so he was kind of expensive. Yeah. And then we got Shaggy, so that's $149 and $150. But then I want to get like box number in order. I think it was like Velma, Daphne, Fred, and Scooby-Dum, if I'm not mistaken. But Scooby-Dum he dropped drastically. He's only $28 now. He was in like the mid-50s for a long time. Fred is the second cheapest, coming in at $42. Daphne is third, coming in at $50. And then Velma is most expensive, still coming in at $75. For a long time, Velma and Daphne both were around $100, so they're both coming down some. So I think now's the time for me to get them. Finding them at that price, though, is very difficult to do in good condition. Yeah. So I'll probably end up having to pay a little bit more. Yeah. But yeah, those 4 are, I lumped them into one because I will be finishing my OG Scooby-Doo set before the year's over with, I hope. Yeah. So that is my goal. Yep. Now we're going to talk about our honorable mentions. We each have one that almost made the list, but was right there after it. You want to go?
Yeah, my honorable mention is Ernesto from the Coco line. I have a lot of like Miguel's, and because there's
Hector,
a lot of variants.
You have Miguel.
I do. I have the spirit animal. Mm-hmm. I have Dante. So Ernesto's like the big one that I'm missing, and he's only $45. So he
was a lot more, so he must have dropped.
He was. I think last time we looked, he was like in the 80s.
I was gonna say mid 70s, mid 80s. So yeah.
So I'll probably be picking this up in the next couple of weeks or so. Sometimes I try to wait to see if like Slapshots have it, just because they do get Cocoa Pops in sometimes, and that's usually where I've been getting them from, like alongside with like Sailor Moon. But if I don't find it in the next couple of weeks, I'll probably just look for it like on Whanot or something. Yep.
And my honorable mention is from the Hercules set. So this is like the most expensive in the Hercules set. It's the Pain and Panic 2-pack from SDCC. It's $85. It's very hard to find it for $85. Normally it's in the $100 range for the con sticker. If I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy the con sticker. Most of the time the shared is almost the same price. So I'm going to buy the con sticker if I can find it. Again, it says $85. Most of the time it's around $100. If I get the Pain and Panic 2-pack and the Baby Pegasus, I will be Hercules complete because I have the Freddy Funko as Hercules as well. And that is my favorite all-time movie. I grew up in a Greek family. Hercules was my dad's nickname growing up was Herc. So
it's like full circle.
Yeah, I grew up in a very Greek household. So Hercules is my go-to set. Yep. So I definitely want to complete that set and the OG Scooby-Doo set by the end of this year. And I think, I mean, honestly, all in all, I can complete both of my sets for, I mean, 28 and 42, 50, 70, 145, 195, 270, 280 for both my sets, and that's 7 pops. One of yours is 220. I'm at 6 pops, and 2 of those are exclusives for 270.
I dream big. What
you do. That is for sure.
What can I say?
So comment down below if you plan to make a 2024 checklist for yourself, and let us know what you're looking for. You know, if you have a checklist and kind of what you're looking for. If you forgot and you have that one set where you're only missing 1 pop, let us know down below.
You know what would be fun is anybody who watched this video, if you could comment your #1 like top Grail that you want and have been wanting, drop that down in the comments too. We're curious and we want to see what you guys think. So.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't already, do smash the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
I hit my fingers.
You did? That's not a thing? Was you okay?
No.